Archery Talk, this is Lucas, and today I figured I would do something different with my 2026 hunting bows that I've got in for testing, and I'm doing a sound test. So I picked up, I don't know, a couple of years ago, a decibel meter. This is a fairly cheap and inexpensive option I picked up off of Amazon. I am sure there are far more accurate versions out there, but you know, I have no other need for a decibel meter than videos like this, so I just bought a cheap one for now. I should also mention that I don't know a whole lot about decibels in general and what they mean. I've done a little preliminary research, but I fear that anything I say is going to make me sound dumber than I already might sound. So with that in mind, I have shot 7 different bows today with the decibel meter. I have tried to set up all these bows with 70 pounds of draw weight, 30 inches of draw length, and in shooting a 455 grain arrow. So the same arrow, I have the exact same position. I've tried to keep everything as similar as I could, and I shot these in order of which bows came out with their advertised speed. From the slowest to the fastest advertised speed is the order in which I shot the 7 bows. The 7 bows in order are the Elite Varos, the Prime Divide 33, the Darton Tri-Tech 33, the Mathews ARC 34, the PSE Sicario, the APA Black Mamba Pro 6, and the Obsession UltraMag 360. That Obsession UltraMag is actually a 2025 model year bow. They sent that to me after I'd finished all the 2025 bow videos, so I'm just including that in all the 2026 videos just so it gets some extra exposure for Obsession in that bow. With all that in mind, here are the results. I used that decibel meter with each bow several times, and I'm just going to give you the best score that each bow got. Try to keep things as positive as we can, and here are the results in order. So the first bow I said was the Elite Varos, and that bow came in with a Quietest speed of 72.6 decibels. Next up was the Prime Divide 33, and the quietest that bow was 71.8 dB. Next was the Darton Tri-Tech 33, and that one was 71.3 dB. The Mathews ARC was next at 72.0. The PSE Sicario was next at 73.9. The APA Black Mamba was 72.4. And finally, the Obsession UltraMag 360 was 74.3. So now let's put these in the actual order from the best to worst, and the winner this year is going to be the Darton Tri-Tech 33 that had a decibel meter reading of 71.3 dB. That puts it about a half decibel, exactly half decibel, ahead of the Prime at 71.8, followed by the Mathews at 72.0, the APA at 72.4, the Elite at 72.6, the PSE at 73.9, and finally the Obsession at 74.3. So what does all this mean exactly? Again, I'm not an expert. I think there are some people in this YouTube channel and on Archery Talk that can give you a better understanding than I can. In the preliminary research that I did, I have heard that a 3 decibel difference is kind of known as the threshold for humans to kind of be a noticeable difference. And that is the difference between the first and the last in this competition. There's exactly 3 decibels going between first place Darton and the 7th place Obsession. So in actuality, it's a significant difference, even though it only sounds like a small difference. But what I heard is that it's basically twice the acute energy of sound required to get a 3 decibel difference. That is somehow different than a 10 decibel difference, which is basically the twice as loud. That's, again, keep in mind, I don't know anything about this. I'm just giving you the little information I gleaned from Google that I could find. But for those who are interested and those who know, there it is for you. Archery Talk, thank you so much. I've got a little bit more coming for you before we get to the 2026 Hunting Bow Shootout. Please do like, share, and subscribe. It helps the channel an awful lot, and we'll see you soon.